So hello and welcome to this week's flow. Take your time, find your spot, find that place that really makes you comfortable, that allows you to really focus and settle the mind. And we're going to take a moment as we start shifting, making that transition from whatever has been going on throughout the day, throughout the week, however exciting or stressful things are. And just transitioning to this moment right now. And allowing the thinking mind to just slow down a bit. Of course, there are going to be thoughts coming and going, but just do not get attached. And just allow the body to stay soft. So you can really listen, so you can really be aware of whatever is happening in your body throughout the practice. And just taking your time, making that connection and establishing that connection. And if you find that, your mind is fleeting and it just goes wherever, you can give it little tasks. You can start scanning down through the body, all the way from the head down towards the toes. And as you're scanning through, you're noticing parts of the body that might feel a bit tight, a bit sore, a bit spacious, a bit bored and lazy, a bit over energetic. You name it. Just scanning down through, checking in, and noticing what there is. That way we're getting really connecting and connected and tuned into the moment. And however our body feels within this moment. And from there, we can start shifting the attention to the breath. Thinking of the expansion and allowing the release. Breathing in, opening, creating space, feeling that motion. Breathing out, letting go. And from there, we can start waking up the body. So little movements here and there, just waking up the whole system. Fingers, toes, hands and feet, arms and legs. In that lovely morning dance. Your personal routine, the one that really helps your body sort of mobilize stuck parts and stagnant energy in the body. And just reach, open, expand. Notice how it feels. Allow it to feel even better. You only know the way to that. Nice. And eventually just coming all the way back onto your back. Bring your knees in towards your chest. Take a nice hug. Inhale. And on the exhale, we're going to bring both knees close to the chest as we have, and lift the head towards the knees. So starting with that, nice sort of embrace, holding it for 3, and 2, and 1. Breathing in. On the exhale, we're letting the head release. Inhale, knees coming closer in, flexing the feet. On the exhale, we extend both legs up. Nice. Inhale. Now on the exhale, we'll lift the head and let the arms extend on either side in a little diagonal. And just holding it. Great. And from there, we can start flexing and pointing the feet. There we go. For 3. And 2. And 1. Nice. And letting the head release back down. And from there, we start a little cycling. You can keep the arms there because we're going to lift the head soon again. So just starting your cycling. Start mobilizing the knees, the hip joints, the toes, the ankles, the feet. Very nice. For 3. And 2. And 1. Good. And whenever you're ready, you can lift the head again, chin coming in towards the chest, and we carry on in that little cycling. For 3. And 2. And 1. Nice. And as you carry on cycling, you're going to roll over to one side. Arms won't touch down, legs, feet actually won't touch down. And you carry on your cycling, but on your side, making it a bit harder, a bit more complex, a bit more challenging. But there we are. 3. Nice. 2. Finding the playfulness of it, finding the balance and the rebalancing of it. 2. And 1. Perfect. Perfect. And bring it all the way back to the center. Maybe taking a moment to pause a bit. Easing the lower back. But let us not lose the momentum. So let's go back to it. So inhale. On the exhale, we're going to lift the head. Forehead coming toward the knees. Let the arms open to the sides. Let the legs extend all the way up towards the ceiling. And let's carry on with our cycling here. Good. 3. And 2. And 1. And whenever you're ready, you're going to roll it over to the other side. Still cycling. Try to use that movement to keep the momentum going. I know that it's not the perfect balance here on your side, but you can make it work. And the more you keep it moving, the more you can stay afloat. Nice. Carry on for 3. And 2. And 1. That's lovely. And you bring it all the way back. Back to center. Great. Knees coming all the way in. Close to the chest. Breathing in. On the exhale, we're going to lift the head again. And this time extend the right leg whilst keeping your left knee in. Hands coming on, let's say on the back of the head. You can interlace the fingers and just spread the elbows wide. And just think of going that traditional just elbow to knee, the opposite elbow to the opposite knee. So right elbow, left knee. Nice. Back to center as we swap the legs. And now left elbow to your right knee. Back to center, swapping legs. Right elbow, left knee.
Back to center, swapping legs. Left elbow, right knee. Last one, swapping legs, center. Right elbow, left knee. Good. And just bring it all the way back to center. Letting your feet come down to the floor again. Just taking a moment to breathe. Nice. And we're going to move on to a nice half bridge to stretch the abdominals now. So placing your feet close to the body to have nice stability. Feet parallel, knees parallel, hands under the side of the pelvis. On the next inhale, we lift the pelvis off the ground and just stay. Lovely breathing in. And on the exhale, just letting your shoulders release. Yeah, and the pelvis travel all the way down. And bring your knees all the way into the chest, gently rolling from side to side. And finding center, we can start rocking back and forth, massaging the whole back. And eventually we're going to bring it all the way up to sitting. Nice. So finding your sitting bones there. Nice. Think of the spine lengthening, chest opening, and just letting your head tilt over to the right, opening that space along the left. Good. Stay. And from there, right arm comes all the way over to your left ear. We're still centered. And on the next inhale, that's your left arm opening to the side. 3, and 2, and 1. And you're going to bring that left arm all the way around your back. Nice. And maybe even like pull the head a bit towards the right, just a bit more, so you can feel that stretch around the shoulder as well. Lovely. 3, and 2, and 1. Inhale deep. On the exhale, letting it release. Head drops, chin to chest. From here, inhale, arms lifting up, interlacing fingers, hands on the back of the head, and letting the elbows drop. Really thinking of allowing your head to be heavy. Running all the way down along the spine for 3, and 2, and 1. Breathing in. And on the exhale, we're letting it release, coming all the way back to center. Nice. From there, inhale, left arm coming up, letting the head tilt over to the left, left hand to your right ear. Just hold it. Starting from that, just feeling that space opening along the side of your neck. Notice what's happening to the rib cage. If you can soften it, go for that. And on the inhale, come and bring that right arm to the side. Good. For 3, and 2, and 1. Right arm coming all the way around your back. Just holding it, going a bit deeper. 3, and 2, and 1. Lovely. Letting both arms release, letting the head come back to center. Lovely. Now inhale, arms rising up. On the exhale, letting the head drop, arms coming around your back, interlacing fingers. Inhale, rolling the shoulders up. Exhale, back and down. On the next inhale, we're going to lift the arms, extending the arms towards the back and up. Head stays down. Holding there for 3. And 2. Lovely. And 1. Breathing in. On the exhale, we're letting everything release. Now let's go for a few shoulder rolls here. 3. And 2. And 1. That's it. Now hands coming onto your knees. Inhale, opening chest, opening shoulders, eyes looking up. On the exhale, we'll let the back draw back. Let the head drop too. Inhale, opening, shoulders, chest, eyes. Exhale, back goes back. Inhale, opening. Exhale, back. Inhale, open. Exhale, back. And the last one. And exhale, back. Nice. Just come and roll back to the center. Lovely. And we're going to place the soles of the feet together in a nice diamond shape. Not the butterfly, which is too close, but something a bit wider. So inhale, and on the exhale, coming all the way down. Head coming down towards your feet. Allowing the legs to stretch, allowing the back to stretch and stay. And we're just holding there for 3. And 2. And 1. Breathe in deep. And on the exhale, slowly start rolling up, vertebra by vertebra, all the way back to sitting. Nice. From there, forearms coming together, interlacing fingers, figure of 8s. Forearms glued together. Nice for 3. And 2. And 1. And change your direction. 3. And 2. And 1. Perfect. Release. Go for that nice cookie dough squeeze. Faster or slower, doesn't really matter as long as you add the resistance. Yes, I like that move. You can do it a bit more improvisationally. Yes, that was the word. So just extend and open, and you can allow your torso to be part of that movement. So it can sort of contract and expand as you're reaching, turn and twist to one side or bend to the other side. Nice. An upper body sort of stretchy opening, warming up thingy. Lovely. And eventually you bring it all the way back to center. Awesome. Good. And from there, just go ahead and roll over to your table. Spreading the fingers wide, making a good contact through the palm of your hand. And let's go for the cat-cow. So inhale, letting the pelvis drop, eyes turning to look out. Exhale, tucking the tail in, sending the back back, head heavy. Inhale again, opening, looking out. Exhale, back goes back. Inhale, opening, looking out. Exhale, back goes back. 3 to go. Inhale, open. Exhale, back. Inhale, open. Exhale, back. I think last one, inhale, open. And exhale, back. Nice. Come and find center where you are. Tucking the toes under, knees coming off the ground, just a bit. Just hovering there, and maybe moving the weight around your 4 points of contact. Giving some weight to your hands, taking the weight back onto your feet, onto your toes. 3, And 2. And 1. Very good. Letting your knees come back down. Untuck the toes. Let the pelvis come back to your heels. And let the body release in a nice child's pose. Elbows bent. Shoulders relaxed. For 3. And 2. And 1. Breathing in. On the exhale, we're going to start rolling all the way up. So sitting onto the heels. And then you have the option to sort of fold the mat or just come all the way up onto your knees. So finding your knees where you are, finding your balance. And from there, take the right foot to the front. We're going to start there and then just start walking that right foot all the way to the front, bending the right knee, sending and pushing the pelvis forwards. And just letting it all stay heavy, supported, making sure that this structure here on your right knee and foot really provides you with enough strength to move away from the position if needed. So it's quite strong, quite steady place to be. Nice. And of course, a great stretch. So just feeling all that stretch along your left quad, shoulders loose, neck free. Holding 3. And 2. And 1. That's your left hand coming all the way down onto the floor. Spreading the fingers wide, but if your wrist feels a bit funny, you can always go onto your fist or even fingertips, up to you. So left hand down, tucking the toes of your left foot, extending the left leg. Nice. Now, once you find that balance and that stability on your right foot, left hand, left foot, take the right arm up. Holding it. And you can either keep the arm extending, or you can take that right arm around your back and let it rest there. And just holding 3. And 2. And 1, breathing in. On the exhale, we're letting it release. Taking the right hand back down onto the ground, bending the left knee. Taking a moment there, keeping the toes of the left foot tucked under. And from there, we're gonna start stretching the right leg as we drag the pelvis backwards and flexing the right foot. Find a place for your hands to be useful. So make sure that they help you in your balance here. They help you stabilize. Holding 3. And 2. And 1. Inhale, stepping forwards. Exhale, shifting back. Inhale, stepping forwards. Exhale, shifting back. Inhale, stepping forwards. Exhale, shifting back. Last one, shifting forwards. Exhale, shifting back. Nice. And the next time we're going to step onto the right foot. Left toes are still onto the floor, and we're going to extend the left leg. Really, really extend it. Find that stability and lift the body up. Low lunge, right knee bent, left leg really extended. Pelvis facing to the front. And just stay. And then maybe slowly just come and bring the arms parallel to the ground. Shoulders soft. Neck is free. Holding 3. And 2. And 1, breathing in. On the exhale, that's your right arm that opens towards the back. inviting you in a twist. Keep extending the back leg to stay steady. Hold 3 and 2 and 1. Breathing in. On the exhale, both hands will come all the way down. Right foot will step back all the way into your plank. Hold it. For 3 and 2 and 1. Breathing in. On the exhale, bend the knees, untuck the toes, bring it all the way back to your child's pose and rest. Make sure the elbows are bent. Keep a space for your wrists to rest. And keep taking deep breaths all the way down to your lower back. Breathing in. On the exhale, we're going to start rolling up. Again, choosing if you'd like to fold the mat under your knees and then coming all the way up onto the knees and stepping the left foot forwards. Nice. Once that left foot is in the front, you can start walking the foot towards the top of the mat, bending the knee, and as you bend the knee, you also send the pelvis. Actually, the drive is more from the pelvis. The more the pelvis moves forwards, naturally, the knee will bend. So bring it to the point where your knee stays on top of the ankle. And stay. Finding that stretch along the right thigh, the quads of the right leg. And just holding there for 3 and 2 and 1. Right hand coming down onto the ground, spreading the fingers down to create a good solid surface for that right hand. Make sure the right shoulder stays on top of the right wrist. And go ahead and tuck the toes of your right foot. Nice. Now, those 3 points are going to be your only contact points in a moment. So just focusing the balance on that tripod. It's the right hand, left foot, toes of the right foot. So whenever you're ready, extend the right leg. Nice. And once you find that you're getting comfortable into that balance here, you can bring that left arm up. And either the left arm can stay extended, or you could bring that left arm around your back. And just holding there for 3. Very nice. 2 and 1. Breathing in. On the exhale, we're letting it release. Right knee coming back down. Keep the toes tucked under and just start shifting the pelvis back. And as you go back, you extend the left leg and then you allow that left foot to flex. Again, finding a place for your hands to be where you need them to be so that they can provide you with the necessary support. And allow that stretch to take place for a moment. Holding 3 and 2 and 1. Great. Now on the inhale, we're stepping forwards, left foot steps down. On the exhale, we're shifting back. Inhale, stepping forwards. Exhale, shifting back. Inhale, stepping forwards. Exhale, shifting back. Inhale, stepping forwards. Exhale, shifting back. Nice. And we're going to step forwards again. Tuck the toes of that right foot. Extend the right leg. And bring it up. Low lunge. Left knee on top of the left ankle. Your body vertical to the ground. The pelvis square facing forwards. Nice. And the more you keep that right leg extended, the better the balance. Arms coming parallel to the ground. Shoulders relaxed. Stay in your back for 3. And 2. And 1. Inhale. On the exhale, the left arm will open towards the back. Nice. Holding it for 3. And 2. And 1. Breathing in. On the exhale, both hands down, left foot back. Find your plank. Hold it there for 3. And 2. And 1. Inhale. On the exhale, we're going to start bending the elbows. You can bend your knees as well to come down and bring it all the way down to the ground. Untuck the toes. Take your hands under your head. Turn the head over to one side. Turn the big toes to face together and your heels face the sides of the mat. And let's take a few breaths to rest. Noticing that heartbeat bumping against the ground. Noticing a sense of spaciousness as the front of the body comes in contact with the ground, giving you space to open towards the back. Lovely. And from there, eventually just release. Hands coming under your shoulders, tucking your toes under. Just gently lifting the chest, shifting the weight all the way back as you come to the table. And keep walking your hands until your whole weight is onto the toes. Where you can just lift the body, staying on the toes, just strengthening the feet, strengthening the toes, and just looking forwards. You can even bring your hands to the chest to complete that balance. Holding 3. And 2. And 1, breathing in. On the exhale, you're letting the arms release and touch the ground. You're letting the head drop heavy. You're bringing your feet parallel, slightly shifting the weight towards your hands so you can release the legs. And then you're going to step back into the legs and come to a forward fold. And just stay. Your head is heavy. The arms are quite loose and relaxed. And you can even soften a bit the knees so that it's not too intense. But you can always keep them fully extended. Just make sure they're not locked where they are.
for 3, and 2, and 1, breathing in. On the exhale, just go ahead and bend the knees a lot. And we're going to start rolling up vertebra by vertebra. The head coming up last and finding its place and its balance right on the top of your spine. Nice. That's it. So now finding that length through the spine, finding that balance on both feet. Taking a deep breath. And on the exhale, your head drops, your knees bend, and we start rolling down all the way down to the ground until the fingers touch down onto the ground. Once your fingers touch down, you start walking your hands towards the top of the mat and all the way to your plank. Holding it there for 3, and 2, and 1. Inhale. Exhale, gently bend the knees without touching down and start pushing the pelvis back as you walk your hands all the way towards your feet, again, to the forward fold. Finding the forward fold, holding there for 3, and 2, and 1. Breathing in. On the exhale, just bending the knees, start rolling up softly, vertebra by vertebra, nice and gentle, and all the way up to standing. Nice. We're going to go for it twice more. So inhale. On the exhale, we let the head drop, we let the knees bend, and start rolling down. Slowly, slowly as we descend until the fingertips reach down, and then you can step your hands and walk yourself over to the plank. Once at your plank, make sure your shoulders stay on top of your wrists, holding it 3, and 2, and 1. Bending your knees gently as we start pushing and sending the pelvis back, and start walking the hands towards the feet, all the way to the forward fold. Hold there for 3, and 2, and 1. Gently bending your knees, start rolling up, vertebra by vertebra, all the way up to standing. Nice. Breathing in. On the exhale, we let the head drop. We let the knees bend. We start rolling down, vertebra by vertebra, all the way down until the hands reach down. And then we start walking towards the top of the mat, finding the plank. Holding there for 3, and 2, and 1. Breathing in. On the exhale, bending the knees, start sending the pelvis back and walking your hands all the way towards your feet, finding that forward fold. Holding 3, and 2, and 1. Good. Still with your knees gently bent so that your hands can reach fully onto the floor. Nice. We're going to go for a 4-footed walk all the way towards the top of the mat. I'd like you to be able to put the whole weight onto each paw that steps down, be it a hand or a foot. And just taking it all the way to the top of the mat, bending your knees, and start rolling up, vertebra by vertebra, very slowly, all the way up to standing. Nice. And just finding your feet parallel, knees soft, shoulders relaxed. Breathing out softly. And inhale, arms reaching from the center, coming up. Exhale, bring it down, forward fold. Inhale, the back opens parallel. Exhale, release, hands to the ground. Come and walk your feet back to the plank. Bend the elbows, bring it down. Inhale to your cobra. Exhale down. Tuck your toes. Bring it all the way back, downward dog. Holding it there for 3. And 2. And 1. Inhale, looking forwards, walk to your hands. Exhale, release, forward fold. Inhale, open, half lift. Exhale, release, forward fold. Inhale, bring it up, arms from the center, reaching up. Exhale, hands to chest. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release. Walk your feet back to the plank. Bend the elbows. Inhale to your cobra. Exhale, back, downward dog. Holding there for 3. And 2. And 1. Inhale, looking forwards. Come and walk towards your hands. Exhale, release, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, coming up. Arms from the center or sides. Exhale, hands to chest. Last one. Inhale, up. Exhale, down, forward fold. Inhale, open, half lift. Exhale, release. Walking feet back, bending the elbows. Inhale to cobra. Exhale all the way back, downward dog. Holding it there for 3. And 2. And 1. Inhale, looking forwards, come and walk to your hands. Exhale, release. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms reaching from the center or sides. Exhale, hands to chest. Nice. And just taking a moment, finding center there, finding your balance again. Breathing out softly. That's it. And from there, we're going to shift the weight over to the right. And start taking that left foot off the ground. Nice. And we're going to keep lifting that left knee all the way. Nice. And eventually flexing the left foot and letting the left leg extend to the front. Holding there for 3. And 2. And 1. And softly drop. And as you drop, bring it all the way behind you. Grab that left foot and just try to keep both knees together as you pull that left foot against your body. Nice. In the process, try not to drop onto that right hip, but just think of lengthening through that right leg. I meant right leg. Nice. Maybe that right arm can extend to the front to help you with the balance. Very nice. 3. And 2. And 1. And let it rest. Nice. And going for the other side. So taking your time, finding your balance, finding an ease into it. And then eventually shifting over to the left. From here, we set the foundation. From here, it's this pattern that sort of drops the weight onto that left hip joint, which is not nice for the trochanter here. So there, just think up. And then once you have that balance going on, start lifting the right knee. As high as it goes, it doesn't matter. 3, 2, 1, flexing that right foot, kicking out.
Nice. And holding for 3. And 2. And 1. Breathing in. Exhale, softly coming down. Bending behind your back. And grabbing that right foot with the right hand. Again, same idea. Do not let the pelvis drop to the left. Holding up. Left arm reaches to the front. Very good. 3, 2, and 1. And on the exhale, we'll let it release. Give it a little shake. Lovely. And bring it all the way to the top of the mat. And then bring it all the way down. And from there, we're going to go for the plow. So this you can either access by rocking back and forth and eventually letting the legs drop back behind your head. Or you can do it gradually, just lying back, bring your knees in, give it a little lift, taking your hands under your back, let them float back. Or you can even just stay lying onto your back and let the legs lift, or you can let the legs rest onto the nearest wall or door or anything that is really, really stable. Either way, we're going for the inversion. And if you're on the plow, just make sure that your neck stays completely free and out of any tension and weight bearing. Eventually, you could even think of extending the arms behind your back, interlacing fingers. That might make it a bit more steady. And as you're there, just think of the pelvis going up. If you're just lying on your back, do not think of the pelvis going up. Think of your back opening and widening onto the floor. 3, and 2, and 1. And from there, release. Very nice. And just start rolling back vertebra by vertebra, allowing the back of the pelvis to reach down onto the floor. And just let the legs hang in there for a moment. Let them stay extended. Doing that little favor to the heart. Allowing the shoulders to release. Allowing the chest to melt. Holding there. 3, and 2, and 1. Inhale. On the exhale, we're going to let the knees softly bend. And you can either come and place your feet onto the floor, coming to the semi-supine, knees bent. Or you could let the legs extend, coming to your Savasana. Whatever works best for you, wherever you find it more comfortable. And just finding your body on the ground as you are. Allowing the muscles to release and rest. Finding that sense of groundedness. Being connected and supported. Allowing each breath to soothe the body, to help it expand and open. And whenever you're ready, you can start inviting the body back. Just allowing gentle moves here and there. Moving fingers and toes and hands and feet. Gradually, gently reintroducing your body back into the day. That's it. And eventually just taking your time to roll over to one side and coming all the way up to sitting. Nice. Finding your sitting bones where you are. Finding that length through the spine, space across your chest, between your shoulders and the back. And take a nice deep breath. Arms will rise. Reach. And when we exhale, come and find center, hands to chest. Finding that space within. Finding that sense of openness. And with that feeling, opening eyes, minds, and hearts. Thank you very much for joining today. Have a lovely rest of the day, and I'll see you next time. Ba-dum-ba-mm, mm, mm, ba-dum-ba-mm, mm, mm, ba-dum-ba-mm, mm.